The Class D2 State Boys Basketball Championship about to unfold between the Hildreth Greyhounds, 18-4, ranked number 3 and number 4 in the final regular season ratings of the season, and Falls City Sacred Heart, 22-2, ranked number 1 all year, and the defending state champion, in fact, the 3-time defending champions, going for a 4th straight state title. Now let's turn it over to public address announcer Ed Kimball to introduce the players in this D2 championship game.
None of us would be here for all this fun and excitement if it weren't for the players and coaches, and I get to introduce them to you now. First, the non-starters for Sacred Heart. Number 11, Mike Witt. 15, Jared Kirkendall. 21, Josh Slaminski. 23, Chris Darnell. 25, Scott Hochstein. 31, Matt Bletcher. And 33, Jake Simon. Now here are the non-starters for Hildreth. 12, Kyle Largent. 14, Chad Lindau. 20, Lee Fritzen. 22, Ben Syme. 30, Mike Garrett. 32, Corey Ryle. And 44, Clint Einspar. Now here are your starters. For Sacred Heart, a 5'11 senior, number 13, Adam Freschel. For the Greyhounds, a 6'1 senior, number 24, Rob Heinrichs. For the Irish, a 6'2 senior, number 35, Steve Simon. For Hildreth, a 6' senior, number 34, Lynn Dahlman. For Sacred Heart, a 6'1 senior, number 41, Tom Becker. For Hildreth, 5'11 senior, number 42, John Adam. For the Irish, a 6'1 senior, number 43, Jeff Schwang. For the Greyhounds, a 6'3 junior, number 50, Phil Heinrichs. For Sacred Heart, a 6'3 senior, number 45, Kent Kanabi. And for Hildreth, a 6'3 junior, number 52, Terry Quadhammer. Sacred Heart's assistant coach is Dennis Pritchard, the head coach, Doug Goltz. Hildreth's assistant is Miles Ehlers, the head coach, Richard Alt.
And the officials for this game will be Manuel Alvarez and Jeff Wallace, both of Gering. The Hildreth Greyhounds will be clad in the white uniforms with purple and gold numerals and purple and gold trim. Falls City Sacred Heart will be clad in green uniforms with white numbers and white trim. Falls City Sacred Heart 22-2, number 1 all year long, with Steve Simon jumping at center. He averages 20 points a game and has 227 career tournament points. For Hildreth, they have 3 men who average in double figures. Terry Quadhammer is one of them. He'll jump at center for the Greyhounds. And with the play-by-play, here again is Jeff Schmall.
Thank you, Dick. And one thing I talked to, it's Junior Alvarez. He said he prefers to go by Junior. And if one thing I've learned over the years, try to keep officials happy. It pays off in the long run. And Hildreth gets possession on the opening tap. The Hildreth Greyhounds in the white, going from left to right against Falls City Sacred Heart. Hildreth gets it gets it underneath. Nice save by Quadhammer. And a behind-the-back pass by Heinrichs is taken away. And this is what Falls City Sacred Heart likes to do. Run, shoot, and they score a lot. But Steve Simon can't get that one to go down.
Now Hildreth has 3 men that average in double figures, led by Robin Heinrichs with 13.3 points a game, Quadhammer averaging 12.3, and John Adam averaging 10.2.
Hildreth does have, it bounced right on the sideline, right in front of us. You can see it, good call. Hildreth does have a slightly bigger team than does Falls City Sacred Heart, but the athleticism on the Falls City Sacred Heart team is what worries Richard Alt very much, the Hildreth coach.
Hildreth to get here to the finals again beat Brady 70-62 in the opening round and then handed Elgin its first loss of the year, 81-67 in the semifinals.
Inside, Quadhammer can't get it to fall, and here comes Sacred Heart the other way. That's Freschel. Out top to Schwang. That's Kanabe out top. There's Freschel.
Sacred Heart starts 5 seniors, but they have a great bench. They have some of the best bench strength with a couple of juniors and a sophomore coming off the bench that you'll see.
Simon just inside the three-point line, and you get a chance to see why he has eclipsed Bill Jackman's state tournament scoring record. The kid can fill it up, an all-stater in basketball and football. A good running back in football. Just an all-around good athlete. He's on the track team. Sacred Heart last year won football, basketball, and track titles in Class D2. So a big year for the Sacred Heart, as it has been the last couple of years. And a traveling call on John Adam.
And I bet most D2 coaches around are glad to see that Sacred Heart will be going back to D1 next year. Their enrollment will push them back up to the D1 classification.
Well, we've seen them win state championships, though, in D1 as well.
Right.
They're quality all the way through. Kanabe looking for the shot, can't get it off. Freschel. Out top, that's Jeff Schwang. Over to Simon. Tom Becker. No, and with the rebound is Lynn Dahlman for the Hildreth.
Hildreth has 4 losses this year to SEM, Loomis, and twice to Kennesaw. However, they had the big 2 wins here in the state tournament and, of course, in the district.
And I think we're going to have a foul. Yep. Adam Freschel, or rather Jeff Schwang, kind of got tied up in the legs of John Adam. And Junior Alvarez alertly there to make the call.
There you take another look at it. Hildreth is located in South Central Nebraska. They're members of the Nebraska South Central Conference. Falls City Sacred Heart, located, of course, in Falls City in the southeastern corner of the state, members of the Galaxy Conference.
Nice pass underneath, but Lynn Dahlman can't get it to connect, and then maybe kind of a frustration foul. So it's not that Hildreth is not getting the ball inside and doing what they would like. As you look at Richard Alt, the Hildreth coach, they're getting some good shots, just can't quite get them to fall right now. But the Sacred Heart team is dangerous. This is not a team you want to fall behind of very far. Sacred Heart leading it 2-0, working against a man-to-man defense. Turnaround jumper short by Becker, and coming down to the rebound, here comes Hildreth the other way. Robin Heinrichs, the leading scorer for this Hildreth team, which is a well-balanced team. They don't really have that one standout player. Jumper by Quadhammer is good. Terry Quadhammer, a 6'3" junior, knocks it home, and we're tied 2-2.
Jeff, in the Big 8 basketball tournament in Kansas City, Missouri, at last report, was leading Oklahoma State 33-24 in the first half.
Simon has 4, and it's a 4-2 ball game. That doesn't surprise me. Adam, nice save as he goes down, but coming away with it the other way. It's tipped around. Who's going to come up with a loose ball? Scramble for it. Got to watch out. That Falls City Sacred Heart team knows how to play football. They're good on fumbles, I'll bet.
And Doug Goltz, their coach, is also their football coach, and he's the athletic director at Falls City Sacred Heart.
And the track coach.
So he does it all. There you look at one of the young fans across the way. Falls City Sacred Heart going for back-to-back state football and basketball championships for a second straight year.
Shot is short by Becker, but he's fouled on the play, so Tom will go to the free throw line and shoot a couple. And interestingly enough, as you look at Doug Goltz, he is also a Falls City Sacred Heart graduate. Graduated in 1981. This has been his only job. He's in his 5th year at Sacred Heart, and I'm sure the folks down that way would like to keep him for some time to come, as the Irish have had nothing but success under Doug Goltz. But he'd be the first to admit it. It's been because of a lot of great athletes, although he does a good job coaching as well. Becker misses the first, but he was fouled in the act of shooting. It's the second on Quadhammer. He's a big guy inside, and that could really hurt the Hildreth cause. There's a break in the action. Falls City Sacred Heart leads it 5-2 midway through the first quarter.
Falls City Sacred Heart leading 5-2 here at the Big 8 basketball tournament in Kansas City. Missouri leads Oklahoma State 39-37 late in the first half. And, of course, For you 10-11 viewers, we'll have the Nebraska-Kansas Big 8 semifinal in between sessions of the boys' state tournament.
And if anyone went to bed early, Steve Simon with the steal here. Here he is. Watch out. He's tough one-on-one. What's it going to be? It's blocking foul. It'll be a common foul, so Sacred Heart will get the ball underneath. If anyone went to bed early last night thinking Oklahoma with that 13-point lead in the second half had it wrapped up, they sure missed a thrilling finish between Nebraska and Oklahoma yesterday. Nebraska won it 117 to 113 in overtime, tied a school record for the most points ever by a Nebraska team, and also was a Big 8 tournament record for most points. Really hate to see that, though. Billy Tubbs on the sidelines whining. I mean, it was such a sad sight.
Keith Moody made a three-pointer at the end of regulation to tie it at 100 apiece and send it to overtime.
Simon converts on both. He now has 6 and is just 3 away from tying Jason Glock for that state tournament career scoring record, but Glock will get his chance in the Class B final tonight. Here we go the other way. It's 7-2. Hildreth with the basketball. John Adams. Adams to Dahlman, back to Adams. Throw it left side to Philip Heinrichs. Watthammer, no. He's the only person that scored for Hildreth, and here comes Sacred Heart the other way. Schwang. Kanabe had a notion. Freschel gives off to Simon. Simon can hit the threes, too. He's dangerous all over the floor. Good driver, good outside shooter, a complete package.
Simon, of course, was a good player on the Fall City Sacred Heart football team.
Shot no good, but underneath. Becker, yes! Or rather, Kanabe. Kent Kanabe gets it to go down, and it is 9-2. And there's a steal. Here comes Kanabe. Yes! 2 more for Kent Kanabe. And it is now an 11-2 ball game. Sacred Heart on a roll. This is where Sacred Heart can be dangerous, and Kanabe was also fouled, so he will go to the free throw line, try to complete a 3-point play.
Hildreth wants timeout. Timeout on the court with 3:07 to go in the first quarter. We'll keep it right here. We've talked a lot about Fall City Sacred Heart's tournament history. Hildreth has had a storied state tournament history, too. They've been at the state tournament 21 times. They were here last year, and they have won 5 state championships. They took the Class D titles in 44, 46, and 49, took Class C in 1951, and then won Class D again in 1978 before the class was split up. So Hildreth is a school with a lot of state tournament history also in not only basketball, but in all sports as well. Halftime score, Big 8 basketball tournament in Kansas City. Missouri leads Oklahoma State 43-39. Missouri leading Oklahoma State by 4 at halftime. And again, for our 10-11 viewers, we'll have the Nebraska-Kansas Big 8 semifinal game in between sessions here of the boys' state basketball tournament. It should fit just about right to show you Nebraska-Kansas along about 3 or 3:30.
Kent Kanabe goes to the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. And boy, for Hildreth, Terry Quadhammer picked up his 3rd personal on that play. He's the big guy in the middle for Hildreth, so that really hurts. Shot was a little strong with a rebound. What traveling call. Nice rebound by Josh Kleminski, who has checked into the lineup, but Josh traveled with it.
Sacred Heart, as I mentioned earlier, with one of the deepest benches in Class D2. Josh Kleminski averages 9 points a game. He's a junior. Chris Darnell will come in. He's a sophomore averaging 7, and Matt Fletcher will come in, a junior averaging 7.5.
Hildreth, a long shot by Dahlman is no good, and Kanabe has the rebound. Here comes Simon. Simon stops, pops from 18, nothing but net. Well, I tell you, sometimes a kid as quick as Steve Simon, who can drive to the basket, they learn to rely on driving so much they don't have the good outside shot, but Steve Simon has the full package. And now a foul will be whistled against Adam Freschel. Adam Freschel gets his first foul, second team foul on Sacred Heart. So Hildreth will have the basketball underneath. They trail it 13-2. Falls City Sacred Heart has scored 11 straight.
Matt Fletcher, number 31, 6'4" junior, comes into the game for Sacred Heart, and Kent Kanabe goes out.
There's a steal. Adam Thrushell. And it's good as Josh Slominski puts it in, and it is now 15-2. And that's the thing that I think happens, especially at this level, is people are not used to seeing the quickness and the athleticism, and a foul will go on John Adam.
Illegal screen or blocking foul called on Adam right there. What a no-look pass a minute ago there by Preschel. He knew he had the man racing down court, flipped it to Josh Slominski, and he was wide open for the layup. Now Chris Darnell comes in for Falls City Sacred Heart, 6-foot sophomore, and Preschel goes to the bench for a rest. Here's another look at that last foul.
Yep, see him move over there. You could see him move with his left foot, and he just kind of snuck in there, so it was a good call. Adam Preschel will go to the free throw line and shoot a 1-and-1. That's the first foul on John Adam. Free throw won't go down. Sacred Heart not perfect. And here comes Hildreth the other way. This is Robin Heinrichs to Adam. Try to get it inside, and it's taken away, and watch out. Here comes Mr. Simon, and he dribbles it off his foot. And a substitution in now for Sacred Heart, number 23, Chris Darnell. A 6-foot sophomore comes in. And even though Sacred Heart starts 5 seniors, they've got a pretty good bench. In fact, one of their better players, the guy who doesn't get to play a whole lot, is Jake Simon, a 6'4" freshman. Guess whose younger brother he is? Good athlete, too.
Foul called there on Slominski for Sacred Heart.
Well, it looks like they're walking the other way, so it must have been on a Hildreth player. And it will go on Philip Heinrichs, his first, going to the free throw line for Falls City Sacred Heart.
It'll be Slominski at the free throw line. So with 1:35 to go here in the quarter, Sacred Heart opening up a 13-point lead.
Well, this isn't the first team this season that Sacred Heart has done this to. Slominski can't make it go down, and coming with the rebound is Mike Garrett for Hildreth. Here's Mike across the timeline on the full court pressure. Well, that's where Sacred Heart does it too, Dick. It's that pressure defense. They force a lot of turnovers. Most good offensive teams play very good defense, and that's what they force. They turn it around that way. As foul on Matt Fletcher down on the baseline. He didn't get positioning. Sacred Heart they average winning their games 77 points. They average offensively, only giving up 49. So on the season, they're winning their games by 28 points, and they're on pace to do that here in the finals. Nice pass to Slominski. Give Chris Darnell some credit there. Slominski has 4, as the young kids for Sacred Heart showing that they can indeed play some basketball as well. 17-2 with 1 minute left. Heinrichs from 3. No. Up high for the rebound is Slominski. Here come the Irish. And a turnover. Back the other way, Hildreth. Heinrichs. Boy, it's just, Sacred Heart is so quick, though. You can just see it out there. Adam from 3. Yes! John Adam for 3. And that ends a little bit of a drought, as it's 17-5. Falls City Sacred Heart had scored 15 straight points. Inside, great move. Oh, the shot won't go down. Tom Becker couldn't get it to fall, but it was tipped out of bounds by Philip Heinrichs. And now checking in, back in for Falls City Sacred Heart for Steve Simon will be Kent Kanabe. And a substitution for Hildreth. Lynn Dahlman comes in, and he'll give Robin Heinrichs a break. And one more substitution, as looks like Ben Syme, a 6'3" junior, is also coming in with just 22 seconds left. Sacred Heart underneath. They lob it in, and a foul. Foul on number 30, Mike Garrett. Hildreth crowd doesn't like it, but looked like a good call to me.
We'll take another look at it right here. As you can see, the ball coming in to Bletcher, and the foul called on Garrett of Hildreth. So Bletcher will be at the line for 1-1.
Irish 3 for 6 from the free throw line, but they've been missing front ends of some 1-1s. Not this time. Matt Bletcher knocks it home. 18-5 with 22 seconds left in the D2 state championship game. Second shot bounds around, almost tipped in by Slominski. That kid can get up. Josh Slominski, a 6'2 junior. Looks like he's maybe done some growing. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Ben Syme couldn't get it to fall. 10 seconds left. This is Kanabi. Nice pass. Holy cow to Becker. We're talking athleticism. Adam for three. No. We have played one quarter, and it's all smiles on the Falls City Sacred Heart side as the Irish lead it 20-5.
Watch this alley-oop pass to Tom Becker. This is a big-time play for Becker, showing some great balance and athleticism to catch that ball and shoot it in the same motion.
Back to live action. Hildreth trailing by 15 after one quarter of play. The Greyhounds are going to have to find something to work. That's not it. Shot missed by Mike Garrett. And here comes Sacred Heart. Jumper is good by Jeff Schwang. His first two on the ball game. And that's the thing that Sacred Heart will do. They've got some stars like Simon, but they've got so many kids who can play. They bring 3-4 kids off the bench who are good, and they keep up that relentless defensive pressure all the way. Dahlman, they get it inside to Heinrichs, and Phillip is fouled before the shot. Still a common foul, so Hildreth is not in the bonus. But on the next one, they will be.
All this success at Falls City Sacred Heart, and they start 5 seniors, but they've got so many players on the bench and so many good young players coming up that the future still looks bright for Sacred Heart down the road.
Oh, it does indeed. Once you get that tradition started, it can really go a long way. Simon almost with the steal. Heinrichs comes up with it. Robin, I don't think he's even gotten a shot off. Simon's playing him that man-to-man defense, and there's a steal by Schwang. Schwang alley-oop to Simon. Steve can't make it go, but I believe he's fouled. Let's see, where did it occur? This is D2 basketball, and these kids are alley-oops. I mean, it's everything.
Yeah, they're looking for that coming down. Here's another look at it. As you can see, Simon just couldn't quite make it go in, and the foul is called, so he'll be going to the line for 2 shots. There you got a good look at Steve Simon. Mike Garrett called for his second personal foul for Hildreth.
And if Steve makes both of these free throws, he will be the state tournament career scoring leader for the time being. That one right there tied Jason Glock. They both now have 236 points. Of course, Jason will play tonight for Wahoo at 7 o'clock. And at least Steve Simon, who knows what could happen, but at least he can say, well, I held the record for a few hours.
Right. Biggest lead of the game here. 19 points, 24-9, Sacred Heart leading. 24-5, I should say.
Ball went off of a Sacred Heart player, so Hildreth will keep possession. Sacred Heart and Wahoo both also trying to do something that only one other school has done, and that is win 4 straight basketball titles. Clearwater did it in the middle 80s, and now Sacred Heart and Wahoo both trying to do the same. Here come the Irish. Simon, oh, he didn't get it to fall. Hildreth with the rebound. And Lynn Dahlman was the one who pulled it down. Here they come the other way. Garrett gives off to Dahlman. Underneath, nice pass. And a good hoop for Phillip Heinrichs. Good pass on the baseline by Dahlman. Here come the Irish the other way. Bounce pass inside is taken away by Syme. Heinrichs. Jumper off the glass, no good as Dahlman can't get it to fall. Simon. No numbers advantage. Flips it off for the 3 to Schwang. It's short. And with a rebound is Dahlman. Garrett across the timeline. Still that man-to-man defense for Sacred Heart. Heinrichs just really, you can tell, being frustrated by Simon. There's Heinrichs, gets a 3 off. Short. And with the rebound is Kanabe. Off to Simon. Simon from 3. Yes! That looks like a Lloyd Free fast break as you just kind of come down and cast it from 3-point range.
Yeah, Sacred Heart really likes to run, obviously, and they can shoot it from outside, too, and here they come again.
And Kanabe with a big block. They get the fast break. Simon, no! Somebody up on the rim. Could have almost been a technical. Maybe a little bit too careless that time by Steve Simon. But you can tell that this Sacred Heart team is feeling very confident right now, and as well they should, with a 27-7 lead. 4:50 to go, and that one was off of Hildreth. 4:50 in the second quarter. Couple of substitutions. John Adam and Terry Quadhammer come back in for Hildreth. There's a break in the action. Sacred Heart leads it 27-7.
Falls City Sacred Heart opening up a 20-point lead, 27-7 on Hildreth. It's the biggest lead of the game. Steve Simon with 13 big points for the Sacred Heart Irish.
Couple of substitutions. Chris Darnell is now in. Turnaround jumper by Simon won't go. Quadhammer has the rebound. Here comes John Adam. Adam will stop and pop from 12 off the glass and hit it. He now has 5 to lead Hildreth, and it's 27-9. Simon looked at the 3. Now he'll drive. Toss off to Freschel. They get it inside. Shot no good. Tip try. Who's fighting for it underneath? Oh, Falls City Sacred Heart playing catch with it. And finally, Matt Bletcher gets it to go. He and Darnell were just kind of going back and forth, playing volleyball with it. Adam had a notion, turns around, sign. Quadhammer gives way to Heinrichs. Phillips shot short. Simon has it. Boy, they just run. Simon all the way coast to coast. That one was coast to coast as Steve pulled down the rebound and just went with it. And I don't, it's just, the talent is unbelievable on that Sacred Heart team. Their quickness. Syme turns around and gets it to go down. Ben Syme's first 2, he's in the books. It's 31-10. Rather 31-11, I believe. And we've got traveling. Matt Bletcher took 1 too many steps.
At the start of the season, Steve Simon had an injury that kept him out for the first few games of the season. I think it was a carryover from football. And Simon did not play for that first part of the season, but he's obviously okay now.
I would say a little more than okay. He is a dominant basketball player. He incidentally played in that Las Vegas Nebraska Basketball Development Association team. Nice pass that time inside. Terry Quadhammer with 2. He has 4 of the ball game now. So Simon was chosen as one of the 12 best in the state to play in that. Slominski's 3 is off the mark. And here comes Heinrichs the other way. Robin, coast to coast, is fouled. 2 guys go down for Sacred Heart. 3 are on the floor. But it will be Heinrichs going to the free throw line. Sacred Heart team, they know one speed, don't they? Watch this.
Here's another look at it, and the Sacred Heart players were just trying to time the leaps there to block that. But the foul called on Slominski, Josh Slominski, his second. Again at halftime, Missouri 43, Oklahoma State 39 in the Big 8 basketball tournament down in Kansas City.
Heinrichs, who averages 13 a game, has scored 33 so far in the state tournament. Yet to score in this one as he misses his first. Good shot of Robin. Second one goes in. There's a timeout on the floor. Sacred Heart leading 31-13 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
There's the story in the Class D2 State Boys Championship. Falls City Sacred Heart leading at 31-14 here with just under 3 minutes to go in the half.
Sacred Heart in green, and it has not been the luck of the Irish so far in this game. It has been the skill of the Irish, and lots of it. Building up a 17-point lead. They've led by as many as 20. Hildreth, though, got to give the Greyhounds some credit. They're staying with it. That should go back to Hildreth. Greyhounds have not quit yet. Ball inbounded to Heinrichs. Robin across the timeline. John Adam. Left side to Quadhammer. Terry drives. Nice. Ooh, didn't quite get it to go down. Nice drive, though. Josh Slominski high for the rebound. Here comes Josh pushing it up to Schwang. Outside, three-point try by Darnell. Chris Darnell, a 6-foot sophomore for three. And it's back to a 20-point lead, 34-14. Two minutes now left in the first half. Quadhammer, jumper from 15 is good. Nice jumper by Terry Quadhammer. He has 6 in the game. Sacred Heart the other way. Schwang looked like he wanted it. Gets it inside to Fletcher. Strong move by Matt Fletcher, a 6'4" junior. He's now got 5 in the basketball game. Quadhammer, 10 feet, traveling, or did he get fouled? Foul. Terry will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
They called it on Fletcher, the 6'4" junior.
First foul by 31, Matt Fletcher.
It's his first personal.
Couple of substitutions. Checking in for Hildreth, number 12, Kyle Largent, 5'8" sophomore, and coming back in for Sacred Heart, some of the first team, including Tom Becker, Adam Freschel, and Mr. Steve Simon.
Early in the second half now, Missouri leads Oklahoma State 47-44 in the Big 8 semifinals in Kansas City. So they're into the second half now. Missouri 47, Oklahoma State 44, early second.
Quadhammer's first free throw is short of the mark. Second one, nothing but net. And another substitution now coming back in is Corey Ryle. And Terry Quadhammer will sit down. Here comes Sacred Heart. Jeff Schwang bringing the basketball up. Left side, Adam Freschel. Kent Kanabe on the baseline, trapped, gets it off, and traveling. Traveling will be whistled on Jeff Schwang. Minute 18 left in this first half of action. Sacred Heart up by 19. The Irish are led by as many as 20. Here's that pressure defense. Syme, nice pass. The bucket goes down by Corey Ryle as Syme got Simon to commit. And then it was a nice pass off as Corey Ryle puts his first 2 in. Freschel, Simon for 3. Yes! Nothing but net for Steve Simon. And there's a steal on the inbounds pass. Kanabe gets it, whips it on the other side to Freschel, and Adam travels with it. Boy, Simon's got a pretty shot, doesn't he?
Well, he sure does. He's got 18 points already, and this is just the first half.
He's got a good shooting percentage, too. I mean, he's not one of those guys that you say, well, he's just a gunner. He's out there taking 40 shots a game. But, you know, he takes good shots, and when he gets them, he hits them. Kyle Largent was dribbling the ball out front, gives way to Philip Heinrichs. 3 for Adam. No, off the rim, and Largent controls it. Underneath, the shot is short by Syme. And here comes Sacred Heart with 23 seconds. Steve Simon will slow it up, in fact, give way to Adam Freschel. Tom Becker, Kanabe. Kemp's shot no good. Becker fights for the rebound with Adam. Here comes Syme with it. 9 seconds left. Not much time for Hildreth. Syme realizes it now. They'll try to get something off. Three-pointer on the way for Heinrichs is no good. And that's it. We've played one half of basketball, and it has been all Falls City Sacred Heart as the Irish lead it by the count of 39-19. Mr. Steve Simon has had the hot hand. He has 18 points in the basketball game and is right now the all-time leading scorer in state boys basketball tournament history. He and Jason Glock kind of going head-to-head, not really head-to-head because Glock will be playing in the B game, but those two battling to see who will go down as the record setter. Now let's go over to Dick Janda. He is with Falls City Sacred Heart coach Doug Goltz, who should be pretty happy, Dick.
Doug, your thoughts about this first half? Things obviously going very well for Sacred Heart.
I thought our defensive intensity is really good. We're forcing their offense out, which is what we wanted to do. And I think, for the most part, we're really doing a good job of controlling the boards.
Your fast break has really been good, too.
Yeah, we're getting the ball up the court better than we did in the two previous games. Kent Kanabe's doing a great job of getting the rebound, and then we're really getting the outlet out, and that's led to a lot of easy buckets.
Okay, Coach, good luck the second half.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, and we'll be back with more here from the D2 State Boys Championship after this timeout.
The KOLN KGIN Nebraska High School All-State Team Award is sponsored by Sizzler, where all-you-can-eat buffet court is just $6.49.
The votes are in for this year's Class D2 State Boys All-State Team, and now let's take a look at it. At one guard, Mark Dick of Hampton. A 6-foot senior, Mark averaged 22 points and 5 rebounds a game this year. At the other guard, Sean Nordby of Trumbull, a 5'10 senior who averaged 15 points and 7 rebounds a game this season. At center, Scott Eaton of Bradshaw, a 6'3 senior. Scott averaged 21 points and 8 rebounds a game this season. At one forward, Steve Simon of Falls City Sacred Heart, a 6'2 senior who averaged 20 points and 8 rebounds a game this year. And at the other forward, Roger Paul of Elgin, a 6'2 senior who averaged 19 points and 11 rebounds a game this year. Honorable mention goes to Aaron Bly of Spalding, Chuck Roberts of Llewellyn, Wally Johnson of Elgin, Robin Henricks of Hildreth, and Mark Swanson of Arthur. That's the 1991 Class D2 Coaches Boys All-State Team. Falls City Sacred Heart is leading Hildreth 39-19 here at halftime of the Class D2 State Boys Championship. And joining me now is Jerry Eichhoff, the head boys basketball coach at Hampton, to talk a little bit about the D2 Boys All-State team this year. And again, a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah, it's just like always on all state teams, you have a lot of good players. This year's team seems to be really strong in the guard position. You have Steve Simon from Falls City Sacred Heart and Mark Dick, who plays for us out at Hampton, I think are two of the premier guards in the state. Steve's showing his stuff today. These two boys have played in 7 state championship games, so that gives you an indication of the talent they have. You have another boy, Sean Nordby from Trumbull, who's a point guard. He's very quick, likes to penetrate and hit the open man, so he has a lot of quickness to add to the team also. Then you have Scott Eaton and Roger Paul from Elgin. Scott Eaton's from Bradshaw. These two boys are good-sized boys that can post up on the inside and then go to the perimeter and shoot the three-point shot too. So you have a lot of diversity on the team and a lot of talent, just like always.
Hampton met Falls City Sacred Heart in the D2 State Championship last year. Hampton will be moving to Class D1 next year, and so will Falls City Sacred Heart, though. Lucky you, huh?
Right. Yeah, we both move up to D1, but there's a lot of other good teams in there too, like Adams. I know I was talking to their coach a little bit ago, and they move up to D1, and they have just about their whole team coming back, and Humphrey St. Francis. So it's going to be a lot of good competition, and we're looking forward to it.
Your thoughts about the second half of this game coming up? Sacred Heart pretty much in control here by 20.
they're really playing well. They control the tempo of the game with their defense. Hildreth just can't get anything going offensively, and Sacred Heart gets a lot of steals on defense. They get into a transition game, and once they start running the floor, they're just awfully hard to stop.
All right, Jerry, thanks very much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Dick.
Okay, and we'll be back with more from the D2 State Championship after this timeout.
At halftime, Falls City Sacred Heart dominating Hildreth 39-19, and the Irish, not surprisingly, dominating all the first half statistics. Field goals, the free throws, about the only thing that are even close to being even. Out rebounding Hildreth, and look at the turnovers. That is a big key. Hildreth turned the ball over 10 times to Sacred Heart's just 2. And we'll be back with more halftime activity right after this.
Falls City Sacred Heart leading Hildreth 39-19 at halftime. Joining me now is Hildreth coach Richard Alt. Coach, your thoughts about what it will take to overcome this deficit?
Well, I think two things. Number one, we've got to get into our defense a little bit quicker. We've been letting them push the ball up the court and haven't been able to slow them down. The other thing we need to do is do a better job of execution on our offense. We've let their defense, dictate to us what's happening on that end of the court, and we've got to settle down and start getting into our offense better.
All right, Coach. Good luck the second half. Okay, thank you, and we'll be back with more here in the D2 State Championship after this timeout.
Sacred Heart leads the D2 championship game 39-19 as we open up play in the second half. And Falls City Sacred Heart has the ball to start the second period as well. The Irish start Steve Simon and Adam Freschel at the guards, Jeff Schwang in the middle. And you got to talk quick with this Irish team because they really go. Becker and Kanabi are the forwards. This is John Adam the other way for Hildreth. And we have a foul on the floor. Hildreth on the other end, as you see John Adam, he and Robin Heinrichs are the guards. Terry Quadhammer in the middle. Lynn Dahlman and Philip Heinrichs are the forwards. 39-19. It has been all Sacred Heart in this one. Steve Simon with 18 first half points. He is the only player in double figures in this basketball game. Adam's three-pointer was short. Simon coming away with it the other way. Ooh, almost double dribbled. Inside Kanabi, nice turnaround. Kent Kanabi has 6.
Falls City Sacred Heart led it 20-5 at the end of the quarter and then outscored Hildreth 19-14 in the second quarter.
The defensive intensity is what did it for Falls City Sacred Heart. Quadhammer is fouled on the floor. With the foul will be Tom Becker. That will be his second personal. Take another look. Nice job by Terry, slashing all the way to the hoop. And almost got the hoop to fall as well. He will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. He leads Hildreth in scoring with 7 points. Terry is a 6'3" junior. Free throw's good. 6'3", good outside shooter, Terry. You can tell he's got a nice touch. He is in foul trouble, though, with 3 fouls. Second shot, short, bounce around. Who's going to get it? That's off Sacred Heart. Yep, good call. So Hildreth will get it, trailing by 21 early in the third quarter here. The Greyhounds try to get it inside. Quadhammer, nice 2. Nice 2 for Quadhammer. He now is in double figures with 10. Sacred Heart the other way, and there's a foul. Will go against number 34, Lynn Dahlman for Hildreth.
First foul by 34, Lynn Dahlman.
Well, if you're just joining us, the Class D2 State Championship went to Lincoln Christian with a 62-61 win over Grant earlier today. And then Wahoo Newman took the C1 title with a 60-54 win over Hardington Cedar Catholic.
Work it inside. Becker is fouled. And I believe that'll go against Robin Heinrichs. That'll be his first. So Hildreth quickly getting into some foul trouble again here in the second half, at least on the team side of the ledger. And Becker will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Tom has 3 points in the game, a 6'1" senior. First shot is good. Second shot, also good. And it's Sacred Heart on top, 43-22. John Adam. Right side to Dahlman. On top to Quadhammer. Heinrichs. Much better offense. Oh, yeah, nice pass. Great block. But a foul will go against Jeff Schwang. You can tell, though, that Hildreth is feeling a lot better on offense. Moving a lot better, getting some better shots. Take a look here. Nice turnaround pass inside. And I think they might have just maybe opened that game and got intimidated by Fall City Sacred Heart. The speed, the quickness. Sacred Heart jumped out. It was 2-2, and then Sacred Heart scored 15 straight points before Hildreth could really even catch their breath.
That 15-point run has really been the story. Matt Fletcher into the game for Sacred Heart, the 6'4 junior. Tom Becker goes out.
Adam hits them both. He's got 7 in the game. And it's 43-25. Underneath they go. Schwang. Jeff's shot way off the mark. And coming down with it is Quadhammer. After Fletcher couldn't get the follow try to go either. Sacred Heart will go the other way, but Quadhammer steals it away first. Dahlman off the glass. It's good. Lynn Dahlman, his first 2, and it's 43-27. Hey, take away that first quarter, and this game is even right now. Hildreth doing a good job. They just dug themselves too big of a hole. Inside, Kanabe, nice pass to Schwang, and underneath is Fletcher. Yes, Matt Fletcher, 6'4 junior, has 2 more. He has 7 in the ball game now. Let's see if Sacred Heart tries to pick up some of that defensive intensity. Simon almost knocks it away.
The end of the court is a sign that says Sacred Heart Sports Center, our house. It's where Sacred Heart has won 3 straight state basketball championships. And you know, these Class D2 teams only get to play in the Sports Center. There's a look at that sign. They only get to play over here in the championship game. First round games were at Lincoln East. Second round games were at Pershing. And now they're here at the Sports Center just for the championship game.
Shot on the way by Quadhammer, doesn't roll down. Terry fights for it and comes up with a loose ball. And I tell you, Sacred Heart has been a dominant team here in the Sports Center, too, because the games that they win, they seem to have won pretty easily. Philip Heinrichs puts one down. He's got 4 in the game. He's the younger brother of Robin Heinrichs. This is Josh Slaminski, short. And Hildreth coming the other way. The Greyhounds down by 17. Adam had a notion. Heinrichs. Up, foul, a reach in on Simon. That's only Steve's first, though. Not quite the defensive intensity on Fall City Sacred Heart's team, you can tell. And some of it might be Hildreth just running a better offense, getting more confident, too. It'll be the 3rd team foul on Sacred Heart this half.
By 35, Steve Simon was his first.
Simon has not scored here in the second half. He had 18 in that first half. Has not scored in the second.
Hasn't shot. Nice inbounds play, but Heinrichs can't get the little one to go down. And here comes Sacred Heart the other way. Slaminski off to Simon. Back in his zone defense, Hildreth. Freschel. Simon. Inside, Kanabe traveled with it. And checking in now for Sacred Heart is Tom Becker. Becker comes in, and sitting down will be Matt Fletcher. Sacred Heart now starting to put some full court pressure on. Robin Heinrichs across the timeline. Goes right past Simon, tries to make a pass, not successfully. There's a long court pass to Simon. Steve is fouled, I believe. Yep. Foul on the floor against Robin Heinrichs. Would have been interesting. I think the Sacred Heart fans were kind of getting up off their feet maybe to see if Simon would try to jam one home, but he couldn't quite run that pass down in time. 3rd team foul, 2nd against Robin Heinrichs. Underneath, Kanabe, nice hoop. Kent Kanabe with 8, and it's 45-28, 47-28, excuse me, halfway through this third quarter. Inside, shot is short by Quadhammer. Sacred Heart will bring it the other way. Simon hasn't even taken a shot here in this second half. Oh, nice block and a jump ball as Quadhammer rejects Tom Becker's shot.
Really good defense there by Quadhammer. The possession arrow points the way of Hildreth, so the Greyhounds will bring it up from backcourt.
Heinrichs to his brother Philip. Quadhammer drives the lane, has it partially blocked off the glass. It's good by Lynn Dahlman. He has 4, and it's 47-30. Simon the other way quickly. Steve has it blocked, traveling. That might have been probably about the first forced shot, I think, that Steve Simon has taken this whole game after not shooting for the first 4.5 minutes of this fourth quarter.
Had he not been called for the walk, Terry Quadhammer would have had a clean block, I think, again there.
Underneath, there's a clean block by Kanabe, but sticking with it, and it's good by Lynn Dahlman. And the Hildreth Greyhound fans on their feet is applauding their team. Take another look at it. Nice pass inside. Dahlman gets it. He stays with it after the block, and then is fouled and makes the hoop. There's a break in the action. Sacred Heart leading 47-32.
Back at the D2 state championship, Hildreth has cut a 22-point deficit down to 15 points, and it could be 14 here.
And it is, as Lynn Dahlman completes a three-point play. He has 7, all here in the third quarter. And the Greyhounds starting to make some noise. I'm sure if Doug Goltz didn't have the attention of his team at halftime, he does now, as Hildreth making a run on the Sacred Heart Irish.
From the Big 8 tournament in Kansas City, Missouri leads Oklahoma State 73-62 now in the second half. An 11-point lead for Missouri.
Simon tightly guarded. Throws it underneath. Nice pass. No, he can't get it to go. Kanabe loses it. Knocking it out of bounds was Freschel. Simon with a great pass underneath to Kent Kanabe. But Kent a little strong off the glass, and now checking in will be Jeff Schwang. He comes in. Adam Freschel will take a break.
Number 43, Jeff Schwang back into play.
Hildreth up against the full court pressure. Dahlman throws it away. Here comes Simon. Steve goes all the way, almost looks like he was going to dunk it. Puts it in for 2. He's now got 20 in the basketball game and is 11 points ahead of Jason Glock in that scoring race. Long three-ranger by Heinrichs won't go. And it's stolen away by Dahlman. Nice job by Lynn Dahlman. He has been the player that has helped Hildreth most in this third quarter. Adam fakes the pass. Quadhammer underneath, traveling on Heinrichs. Philip Heinrichs travels with it. Two minutes now left in this third quarter. Sacred Heart up by 16. They led it by 20 at the half. Simon from 3. Short. He missed one. And going down on the floor was Heinrichs. Couldn't tell if maybe there was some contact. Great pass underneath. Kanabe is fouled from behind. Steve Simon with the pass.
Looks like Robin Heinrichs might have hurt his wrist a little bit falling down there. He was tripped. As you look at the action that happened after that and the foul called there on Philip Heinrichs. But when Robin Heinrichs went down, I think he tangled his feet up with Simon. He would have had the ball, but it remained in Sacred Heart's possession after he fell down.
Kent Kanabe will shoot 2. He's got 8 in the ball game. Simon, the only Sacred Heart player in double figures, although Kanabe could join him if he makes this one. Steve has 20 in the game. Kanabe now with 9. Second shot, also nothing but net by Kent. And now he is also in double figures with 10. They're the only two for Falls City in double figures. Terry Quadhammer has 10 for Hildreth. Robin Heinrich drives and is fouled. By number 35, Steve Simon. That is Simon's second. Both teams now in the bonus, so we'll shoot some free throws from here on out.
Second foul by 35, Steve Simon.
At the free throw line for a 1-and-1 will be Robin Heinrichs. He's only got 1 point in this game. Had 33 points in the combined in the first 2 wins for Hildreth. Hildreth really had a big upset yesterday. They beat previously unbeaten Elgin in the semifinals, 81-67. Just a real good overall game for Hildreth in that one. Some people were anticipating what would happen between Elgin, an undefeated team, against Sacred Heart, the 3-time defending state champion. But Hildreth upended those plans. And now Heinrichs completes both ends of the 1-and-1. 51-35, our score. 1:30 left in this third quarter. Work it inside. Strong move. No good, as Becker couldn't get it to go down. But it is off of Hildreth. I believe Ben Syme last touched it as he went to the floor. And coming in now for Sacred Heart, number 23, Chris Darnell. He comes in and gives a breather to Tom Becker. On top, Darnell. Kanabi, no good. Darnell has it. Turnaround jumper is blocked. Nice block by Quadhammer. And then a foul on Chris Darnell. And Quadhammer will shoot some free throws. Sometimes this will happen, Dick. A team gets up by a huge margin and they lose that intensity. And the other team maybe picks up on that and picks up their intensity. And it's hard to regain that. You come out of a locker room so focused, playing a state championship game. And it's really hard maybe sometimes if you lose that intensity to get it back. And that appears to be what's happened to Falls City Sacred Heart here in the second and third quarters.
But they still lead by 16 points.
Yeah. Steve Simon. Knabe. Darnell was fouled.
Philip Heinrichs, number 50, called for the blocking foul.
Third foul by 50, Phil Heinrichs.
And you see another look at it there, sending
15
Chris
foul.
Darnell to the free throw line for 1-and-1.
The third foul on Philip Heinrichs. Darnell's no good. Kleminski high. Quadhammer, another block shot. That's out of bounds. But tell you, Terry Quadhammer, I think he's got about 4 block shots in this game.
He's been looking good on defense, and he's able to pull off those blocks without making contact with his body.
Lynn Dahlman got 7 points all here in the second half. Hildreth really doing a lot better job taking care of the basketball too. Not those turnovers like we saw in the first half. Sacred Heart had a bunch of steals in that first half. That's Mike Garrett, who's in on the Hildreth lineup. Quadhammer. Jumper didn't go, but I believe he's fouled. Number 45, Kent Kanabe. Kanabe
Second foul by 45,
was his second. Going to the free throw line will be Terry Quadhammer.
And Quadhammer at the line.
2 for 5 so far in the game from the free throw line.
He shoots 2.
Quadhammer had 31 points in the first 2 state tournament games. And he didn't get that one to go down, but with 11, he has 42 now for the tournament.
Simon to Kanabe. Darnell all the way across to Slominski. Simon from 3. Yes!
Steve Simon for 3.
Steve Simon now with 23, and there's 15 seconds left in the third quarter, 54-36. And there's a turnover. Or did it go off someone on Sacred Heart? It must have gone off a Sacred Heart player. 9.6 seconds left. Quadhammer, nice spin move by Terry. Good hoop. Terry Quadhammer with 2 more. Three-pointer by Simon, short. And that's the end of 3 quarters of play as Sacred Heart leads it 54-38 over Hildreth.
Back at the D2 State Boys Championship, Sacred Heart leading Hildreth 54-38. Hildreth actually outscored Falls City Sacred Heart 19-15 in that third quarter.
Nice pass underneath and a foul, I believe, on Quadhammer. That will be his 4th, if it is indeed on Terry.
Was the 4th foul by 52 Terry
4th foul on Quadhammer, and going to the free throw line will be Tom Becker. He's got 5 in the ball game. 3 for 4 from the free throw line. And he'll shoot 2. First is short. 54-38 our score early in the 4th period. Second one bounds, no good. Quadhammer has the rebound. And he gives off to Lynn Dahlman. Dahlman drives. Nice pass on the penetration. And 2 for Philip Heinrichs. That penetration is something that Hildreth did not get any of in the first half. The Hounds doing a much better job here in the second half offensively and defensively. Kanabe outside for Falls City Sacred Heart. To Freschel. Simon and Freschel playing with it outside. Schwang. Three-pointer. No good. Short. Quadhammer has it go through his legs, and Sacred Heart gets the loose ball. Simon. Steve on the baseline will set things back up. Throw it way out top. Schwang has it. Inside, Kanabe. Simon from 3. No, just short. And I believe that's off of Jeff Schwang's fingers, and Hildreth will get it.
23 points so far for Steve Simon for Falls City Sacred Heart. Terry Quadhammer leads Hildreth with 13.
That's Quadhammer with the basketball. Penetrates, and bounce pass is kicked out of bounds by Jeff Schwang. So Hildreth will keep possession. Checking into the Hildreth lineup now, Ben Syme, 6'3" junior. And Terry Quadhammer with his 4 fouls will take a break here early in the 4th quarter. Nice inbounds play. Heinrichs to Heinrichs, and Phillip gets it. Says thanks to his brother. Phillip now with 8. It's down to a 12-point game. Simon, no good. Underneath, Simon gets it back. Steve's shot is short. And I tell you, slowly but surely, Hildreth is getting back in this basketball game.
Second foul by 42, John Adams.
Deficit is down to 12. It has been as many as 22. Falls City Sacred Heart led at one point, 31-9. Actually led a couple of times by that 22-point margin. Led by 20 at halftime.
Simon's first free throw in and out. Well, Lincoln Christian yesterday came back from 17 down after 3 quarters, so it can be done. Simon misses them both. And all of a sudden, the Hildreth crowd getting to its feet. They sense that, hey, their team could get back in this. Good pass underneath to Heinrichs. Yes! Philip Heinrichs, and it's a 10-point ball game, 54-44. Falls City Sacred Heart coach Doug Golds is on his feet showing some concern. Uh-oh, bad pass, and a kick. Boy, a near turnover right there. A 10-point ball game, 54-44. Shot is long by Becker. Underneath, big rebound and hoop by Jeff Schwang as the Sacred Heart crowd has something to cheer about for the first time in a while. And now you can see that Sacred Heart defensive pressure pick back up. You can just feel the intensity build a little bit more again as the Irish realize that, hey, we're in a basketball game. Robin Heinrichs drives, throws it inside, and the turnaround jumper is good by number 32, Corey Ryle. And it's back to a 10-point game. Kanabe. Simon, fake the three. Schwang, Simon from three, drives. Watch out. No. Didn't go, but Schwang, or underneath, Schwang had nice rebound, but he traveled with it. 56-46, 5 minutes left here in the ball game.
Terry Quadhammer back in for Hildreth, and Philip Heinrichs goes out.
Robin Heinrichs to Adam. John Adam dribbles right side. Stops, pops, it's way short. Kanabe off to Simon. Steve almost traveled with it. Strong to Simon. Way out top, Schwang, baseline to Becker. Simon looked at it from three. Steve on the baseline drives and is fouled on the floor. Steve will go to the free throw line. He was 4 for 4 from the line, but missed his last two here in the fourth period of play. Simon had 18 points at the half, has scored just 5 since then.
It's been cold from the field pretty much too here, especially in the fourth quarter.
1-1 for Simon. Nothing but net on this one. Earns the bonus. As you see Coach Richard Alt looking on. He's got to be proud of his Hildreth team. They fought back valiantly here after trailing by as many as 22. Second by Simon is short. Adam has the rebound. Well, Hildreth could cut it to single digits, would have to be a moral victory. Heinrich shot way short underneath. Adam can't get it to go down. It's tipped out of, nope, doesn't go out of bounds. Here comes Sacred Heart the other way. Becker almost loses it. Coming up with it is Freschel. Freschel over to, it's good by Kanabe. Kent Kanabe with 2 more. He now has 12 in the ball game. Will go to the free throw line, try to complete a 3-point play. The foul went on Robin Heinrichs, his third.
So Heinrichs with the foul, and it will be Kanabe trying to complete the 3-point play.
Free throw is good by Kent Kanabe as he completes the 3-point play. There's a break in the action. Sacred Heart leads it by 14.
Four minutes and 3 seconds to go in the Class D2 state championship, with Fall City Sacred Heart leading Hildreth 60-46. In the Big 8 tournament in Kansas City, Missouri and Oklahoma State are going overtime in their semifinal game, tied 78-78.
John Adams' shot is no good. Down to the rebound is Jeff Schwang. Schwang to Tom Becker. Nice job of defense by John Adam. Adam came away with a near steal. So Sacred Heart will inbound it underneath. Boy, in the first half it looked by this time that we'd be real deep into the substitutions, but this Hildreth team is hung tough as Jeff Schwang throws up the infamous air ball.
Well, those 15 straight points in the first quarter are really the difference in this game. It's 60-46 right now, and when Sacred Heart went up 20-5 in the first quarter, that was the difference right there.
And is it traveling or a foul? Traveling.
Again, for our 10-11 viewers, we will telecast the Kansas-Nebraska Big 8 semifinal game from Kansas City in between sessions here of the Boys State basketball tournament. But again, the first semifinal at the Big 8 tournament, 78 all in overtime.
Lynn Dahlman with the steal and hoop. Nice job by Lynn Dahlman. And then we want to remind our 10-11 viewers that after the Nebraska game in the Big 8 tournament, we will join the D1 game in progress. And a foul on Quadhammer. That is it. That is 5 on Terry Quadhammer. He has played a good ball game and will finish with 13 points. And that's one of those when you got 4 fouls, you just can't get up and challenge the shots like that. Terry Quadhammer, a 6'3" junior, finishes with 13 points, and checking in for him will be Ben Syme.
So Hildreth losing much of their size right there. Quadhammer's just a junior. He'll be back again next year.
1-1 for Jeff Schwang.
Jeff Schwang at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Bounds around and drops in. That's 3 points on the day for Schwang. Averages 10 a game.
There's a look at Quadhammer. Kyle Largent comes into the game for Hildreth, a 5'8" sophomore. Largent in for the first time. Check that. He was in the first half. Briefly, Largent back in.
Second shot by Schwang is good. And that makes it 62-48 with 3:10 left. And this is Kyle Largent bringing it across the timeline. Nice little reverse pivot. Syme from 3, way short. Slominski has the rebound. Here comes Steve Simon. Knocked away from behind by Lynn Dahlman. Sacred Heart will keep possession. Simon hooked at the 3 for a second. Kanabi back to Simon. Steve drives. Nice move inside by Steve Simon. His first field goal of the fourth quarter. He's now got 26 in the game. We'll be able to tell you as soon as this one is over. Here's Simon. Oh, he almost got the steal. Tried to get it back from behind his back. Shows you some of the quickness. Nice pass. Hey, Lynn Dahlman just gave a beautiful pass to Philip Heinrichs. 64-50, 2:05 left. Darnell almost threw it away to Simon. Good hustle out top there on defense by Kyle Largent. Number 12 really ball hawking. Jumper, good by Kent Kanabi. Kent now with 15 in the ball game, and it's 66-50. Minute 45 to play. Heinrichs to his brother Philip. And a foul away from the ball on Robin Heinrichs. That, I believe, will be his 4th.
Looks like it's his 5th. Robin Heinrichs has fouled out also now for Hildreth, so he goes to the bench with 5 fouls. At the 1:38 mark, 1:38 left to go in the game, and Mike Garrett, 5'9" senior, comes in for him. Robin Heinrichs completes his basketball career. He had 3 points today.
There's a timeout on the floor. Falls City Sacred Heart about to win its 4th straight state title. Stay with us.
Missouri is leading Oklahoma State 82-80 now in overtime in the Big 8 tournament in Kansas City. But here in the D2 Boys State Championship, Falls City Sacred Heart appears on its way to a 4th straight state boys basketball title.
Josh Slominski makes the first, earns the bonus. He now has 5 in the game. Josh, a 6'2" junior. And it's back to an 18-point lead, 68-50. You could just see Sacred Heart kind of pick up the intensity here once it got close. Three-pointer was no good by Mike Garrett, and a foul underneath, I believe, on Sacred Heart's Josh Slominski. Josh smiling, whether in disagreement or agreement, I can't tell. A couple of substitutions in for Sacred Heart. Coming in, Jeff Schwang and Adam Freschel. I have to say it's a moral victory, at least for Hildreth, to have played Sacred Heart so well these last 3 quarters, and just in the fact that the starters are still in for Sacred Heart, and there's only a minute and a half left. Free throw by Syme is good. So Ben will earn the bonus. He has 3 in the ball game. Second one bounds around. The shooter's roll drops through. 68-52, a minute 25 to play. Kanabe, yes. Kent Kanabe now with 17 points. And it's 70-52, 1:15 to play. 3-pointer, way short by Garrett. And it will go to Fall City Sacred Heart. There's a timeout on the floor as Richard Alt, the Hildreth coach, wants to take timeout, and it looks like he is going to clear his bench.
We'll keep it right here with a minute 9 to go in the game. A reminder, again, we will have the Nebraska-Kansas Big 8 semifinal game for you 10-11 viewers between sessions here. Missouri is in overtime with Oklahoma State now in the first Big 8 semifinal of the afternoon. Missouri led 82-80 last we heard in the overtime. But the Nebraska-Kansas semifinal will start 30 minutes following the completion of the Missouri-Oklahoma State game. So we will be joining the Raycom telecast of that on channels 10-11. We will, of course, be able to pretty much stay for the medal and trophy presentations, I would think, for Fall City Sacred Heart. And then don't forget, tonight we'll have 3 more State Boys Basketball Tournament Championship games. The Class D1 Championship game between Maxwell and Pleasanton will start at 5 o'clock. We'll be joining it in progress on 10-11. We will have it in its entirety on the Nebraska ETV network. We will have the Wahoo York Class B Championship game at 7. And then Millard North and Bellevue West cap it off in Class A. That's scheduled for a 9 o'clock start.
Well, there's a completion. Slaminski from Simon, and then getting the hoop was Matt Fletcher. And now a steal and a foul. Good steal by Adam Freschel.
And now Sacred Heart going to clear its bench. Missouri and Oklahoma State are tied at 85 all with about 15 seconds to go in overtime in the Big 8 semifinals in Kansas City. Mike Witt, 5'10" junior, in the game for Fall City Sacred Heart, as Steve Simon, number 35, goes to the bench having scored 26 points in this game. He winds up with 253 for the tournament, a career state tournament record for the moment, at least until Wahoo and Jason Glock take the floor in the Class B state final tonight.
That means Glock will need 18 points to break the record tonight in the Class B. He averages 30 a game and has really been tearing it up as the first free throw is good.
That's the first point of the game for Adam Freschel. There's his second. Okay, let's see if we can pick up some more of these Fall City Sacred Heart substitutes. Chris Darnell is back in. Also in is Jake Simon, 6'4" freshman, Steve Simon's younger brother, who is already taller. Lots of subs in for Hildreth, too.
Fletcher saves it underneath. And here comes Sacred Heart the other way. Darnell. See if we can see something of Jake Simon. Jake, number 33, there he is. And it's knocked out of bounds, I believe, off Hildreth. So keeping possession will be Sacred Heart. And here comes one more substitution, number 25. That's Scott Hochstein.
Chad Lindow, 5'10" junior, is in there for Hildreth. Corey Ryle, 6'2" sophomore.
Oh, Sacred Heart there over the back. We've got a foul on Scott Hochstein.
Clint Einsfar, 6'1" junior, is in for Hildreth. And the Missouri-Oklahoma State game just went into its second overtime. So Missouri and Oklahoma State in the Big 8 semifinals in Kansas City has moved to its second overtime. The Nebraska-Kansas semifinal will follow and will be carried on channels 10-11.
First free throw is good by number 32, Corey Ryle. So Ryle gets the bonus and knocks it home. They're chanting 4, and that's what it will be. Jumper is good by number 15, Jared Kirkendall. 10 seconds left, and Sacred Heart will win its 4th straight Class D crown in basketball. 2 seconds. Jumper still short by Hildreth, and that will do it. Fall City Sacred Heart closes the book on what has been a tremendous couple of years. Last year they won football, basketball, and track. This year they've won football and basketball, would like to make it a double three-peat. And this is also their 4th straight boys basketball title. 76-54 our final. We'll be back with the trophy and medal presentations right after this.
Back at the Devaney Sports Center, where Fall City Sacred Heart has won its 4th straight Class D2 state championship with a 76-54 win over Hildreth. The Sacred Heart Irish with lots of practice at cutting down the nets here at the Devaney Sports Center. It's the 4th straight year they've done it. And for the 2nd straight year, they're going for a triple crown. That is state boys championships in football, basketball, and track. They did it in all 3 last year, and they'll be going for the 3rd with a track championship again this year, I'm sure. Running down the scoring for Hildreth, first of all, Terry Quadhammer led the Greyhounds with 13 points. Philip Heinrichs added 12. They were the only 2 in double figures for Hildreth. Lynn Dahlman had 9. John Adams 7. Corey Ryle 6. Ben Syme 4. And Robin Heinrichs 3 to account for the Hildreth 54 points. For Fall City Sacred Heart, 26 points for Steve Simon. Simon scores 71 points in the state tournament and winds up with 253 for his career state tournament scoring leadership. 17 for Kent Kanabe for Sacred Heart, 9 for Matt Bletcher, 6 for Josh Leminski, 6 for Jeff Schwang, 2 apiece for Kirkendall and Adam Freschel, 5 for Tom Becker, and 3 for Chris Darnell, and that accounts for the Fall City Sacred Heart 76. So Fall City Sacred Heart finishes with a 23-2 record. Hildreth falls to 18-5 with the loss. Now let's go to the floor. PA announcer Ed Kimball and the medal and trophy presentations to the Fall City Sacred Heart Irish.
21, Josh Sleminski. 23, Chris Darnell. 25, Scott Hochstein. 31, Matt Bletcher. 33, Jake Simon. 13, Adam Freschel. 35, Steve Simon, who led all scorers today with 26. 41, Tom Becker. 43, Jeff Schwang. And 45, Kent Kanabe, who put in 17 this afternoon. Now here's what every team in the state has been playing for all season long, the state championship trophy. And here's the school that won it, Fall City Sacred Heart, 23-2 on the season, and Class D2 1991 champions. Congratulations, Irish.
Falls City Sacred Heart wins the D2 state championship 76-54 over Hildreth. Falls City Sacred Heart opening up a 20-5 lead with 15 straight points in the first quarter. Then they led 39-19 at halftime and goes on to win it by the final count of 76-54. Sacred Heart with a 4th straight state basketball championship. Falls City Sacred Heart winning state titles in football and basketball for each of the last 2 years, and they also won the D2 track championship last year. They'll be going for another one there again this spring. As we mentioned, Falls City Sacred Heart will be moving to Class D1 next year. Their enrollment will push them back up to D1. Of their 4 state titles, they took D1 championships in 88 and 89, and now D2 championships in 90 and 91. For Hildreth, a great state tournament and a good season, 18-5 their record. Hildreth knocking off previously undefeated Elgin in the semifinals yesterday and beating Brady 70-62 in the opening round and finishing their season with an 18-5 record. Again, Steve Simon with 26 points for Falls City Sacred Heart, giving him 71 points in the state tournament and a career state tournament scoring total of 253 points, which for the moment is the most ever scored in the state tournament by any one player for a career. It breaks Bill Jackman's old record and means that tonight in the Class B state final, Jason Glock of Wahoo will need 18 points at least to keep up with Steve Simon in the career state tournament scoring race. 76-54. A 22-point win for Falls City Sacred Heart. On the final stat sheet, Falls City Sacred Heart made 39.7% of its shots, while Hildreth made 32.8, 20 out of 61. From the free throw line, Falls City Sacred Heart 18 of 28 for 64.3%. For Hildreth, 13 of 17 for 76.5. And Hildreth did get back in the game. They got it down to 10 points in the fourth quarter, but that was as close as they could get. Falls City Sacred Heart's lead going from 22 to 10, and now back up to 22 at the end of the game. Falls City Sacred Heart with quite a rebound advantage, 43-27. Hildreth with 13 turnovers to 6 for Falls City Sacred Heart. So Falls City Sacred Heart is our third of 3 state boys basketball champions so far today. Earlier in the Class C1 state title game, Wahoo Newman beat Hartington Cedar Catholic 60-54 to take that title. And in Class C2, Lincoln Christian knocked off Grant 62-61 to win the Class C2 championship. And now let's go over to Jeff Schmall, who's got the winning coach and players from Falls City Sacred Heart.
Thank you, Dick. I'm with Doug Goltz, and just kind of getting to be old habit. We could just make this a routine, can't we?
Well, a lot of pressure to get back this year. I think a lot of people measured this year as if we don't win it, we were failures or something. I think the kids had to live with that all year, but we got here and we took care of business. The second half kind of was a lot longer than the first half, it seemed like, but I thought we played well enough, and the first half we really played well.
You're not failures.
No, I couldn't be happier. These 4 seniors and then all the other guys just did a fantastic job all year. We had a lot of guys step in there for some guys that graduated last year, and they just really play well together, unselfish basketball.
I know you've had some great athletes through the years, but probably none better than Steve Simon in all sports.
Yeah, Steve, I'll probably never coach another player like Steve, especially, like you said, he's good in all sports. It makes the other kids better, too, I think. He just does a good job, and he's got a good head.
And what about for you, winning a 4th straight? Some coaches, it's just the pinnacle. We talked to the Lincoln Christian coach, Wes Shepard. He's 64 years old, and he just got his first state championship today. Here you are, still in your 20s, I think, and you've got 4 already.
Well, this one feels the best so far. The first one, we kind of snuck up on people, and everybody keeps expecting you to do it, but this year just feels so good. All of the seniors were freshmen when they won the first state championship, and I'm just relieved the season's over, and now we can just enjoy it, look back, and remember, all 4 championships, and with these seniors being part of it.
What about track now? You're the track coach, too. Are you guys going to go for it? Try to make a double, triple, I guess?
Well, first, we put the pressure on Dennis Pritchard. He's going to be the head coach. I'm still going to help. We'll do pretty much what we always did. But as far as track goes, you know, we'll get as many of these guys out as we can, and we'll just, you know, work as hard as we can. Hopefully we'll do well again at the state meet.
Okay, congratulations. Doug Goltz, the winning coach for the Falls City Sacred Heart Irish, and let's talk with a couple of your players. We're going to bring them in. And now you guys mess me up when you start putting this up. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
Jeff Schwang here, when you start covering your jerseys. But I've seen you guys here so many times that it's almost getting to be old hat, but probably not for you guys.
No, it's never bad, or it's never boring to come to the state tournament. It's always exciting. Everybody wants to beat you, and it's just great.
Got a replay of you, Jeff, in action. You had 6 points today, and does it get sweeter each time around?
Yeah, I think so. I just got the rebound there and put it in.
What about this Falls City Sacred Heart team? It's got to be a lot of fun. You know, you guys all play football, all play basketball, or are you all this close and so much success, winning all the time?
Yeah, our whole team's kind of like a family. We don't get down on each other, and it's just we go out on the weekends. It's just like a family.
Okay, let's bring in Adam Freschel now, a 5'11 senior. And Adam, congratulations on another state championship.
Thank you very much.
What about, is it all the same, or it's got to be fun in your senior year to have one?
It's a little different for me. Past 3 years I've been the reserve sub player, and this year I've been starter, and it's a lot different. It's a lot more exciting.
Okay, let's bring in, now we're going to talk with Kent Kanabe. And Kent, you had a real good basketball game, 17 points on the night, and another state championship. What are you going to do with all these medals here?
Well, I drape them up on my dresser drawer, and every morning when I get up to get something to wear, they always cling, so it's kind of nice to have that.
Okay, let's take, we got a highlight of you, and had a good game, 17 points, have to be real satisfied.
Yeah, right there, Adam Freschel gave me a great pass like he's been doing all year. He stepped up this year. He didn't play much all 3 years, and he came in his senior year. Played great for us, especially at the end of the year.
Okay, I don't see Steve Simon close by. Maybe you can go find Steve for me. And let's bring in Tom Becker. Go get Steve for me, too. Tom Becker, and you had a good ball game, 5 points, another state championship. Falls City Sacred Heart, just a dynasty.
Well, we been practicing hard all year, and we was hoping to make it to state. I think our schedule is a little harder than the games that were at state, but we come up here and we took care of him and going for another Triple Crown.
Okay, congratulations. I want to bring in Steve Simon finally for Falls City Sacred Heart. Steve, you had 26. For now, you're the state tournament career scoring leader. Jason Glock would need 18 points to beat you out, and I know you and Jason are pretty good friends. You think he'll get it? Or?
Well, I think he'll get it. He's been averaging about 30 a game. I think he'll get it. I wish him the best of luck with getting it, too.
Yeah, I know you guys are friends. You played on that Vegas team together, and it's got to be nice just to be up there, though, for a great year.
Yeah, that's what I said. Being up there with the names of Bill Jackman and Jason, great.
Now, this is, I believe, your seventh state title.
Overall, yeah.
Is it? What is it like just to win that many?
Oh, it's great. You know, winning this one, I think, is the sweetest one since we're seniors. You know, winning freshman, sophomore, and junior seasons, you know, is great. But if we would have lost this our senior year, it would have been a big disappointment not winning it your senior year.
Okay, well, congratulations. You had a great athletic career.
Thank you.
Okay, and now that does it for this Class D2 championship. Sacred Heart wins it over Hildreth 76-54, the fourth straight state title for Sacred Heart in boys basketball. For our 10-11 viewers, we are going to join the Missouri-Oklahoma State Big 8 game in progress. They're still in double overtime, so stay tuned for that one. The Nebraska game will follow. 10-11 viewers, we will pick up the D1 game when the Nebraska game is over. For the ETV viewers, we will have the D1 game coming up at 5 o'clock. For now, this is Jeff Schmal for Dick Janda and our whole entire crew saying stay with us for more basketball coming up.
Here, Mark, where you going?